Good afternoon. Let's talk about Chapter 3. Chapter 3 was about hardware. And remember that we talked about the 5 components of information systems: hardware, software, data, people, process. And we are starting with hardware. In the hardware, we talked about the computer systems hardware. We talked about hardware components, peripherals, and input-output. In the computer system hardware, we talk about all the computer systems that we have. We have desktops, we have mini tower, all-in-one, we have laptops, we have notebooks, we have Chromebooks, we have tablets, we have smartphones. And we saw how the first smartphones were and the first cell phones that we had too. We talked about the components of the hardware, and we talked about what's inside the computers. And we talked about motherboards, and we talked about processors, CPUs. We talked about buses. We talked about expansion slots and expansion cards. We talked about RAM memory, BIOS and UEFI, how we boot the computer when we turn it on. And we talked about the hard disk drive. Then we talked about peripherals. And peripherals, we talked about external storage devices. We talked about external hard disk. We talked about SD cards, flash drives, Bluetooth, the floppy disks, the diskettes. And then we talked about input-output. In input-output, it's how we communicate with the computers and how the computer communicates with us. Input devices, we have the mouse, we have the keyboard, we have the scanner, we have the microphone, we have the joystick, we have did I mention scanners? We have the digital cameras, we have biometric devices, and we have the voice input devices, the ones that we use with Alexa and Siri. Then we talked about hard copy and soft copy and output devices. So output devices have the printers, and we have the screen monitors. Those are the main. And we talked about some audio output devices, and that was it. For the assignments, we have 3 assignments. The first one, you're going to read an article in CNET magazine, and you're going to summarize that article, and you're going to put it in a discussion board. That's 100 points. You're going to take the plagiarism test in the link that's provided in the classroom, and you're going to upload the certificate that you approved the plagiarism test. If you didn't approve it, don't upload the certificate, because it's not going to be approval. And you're going to have a chapter quiz. That's all for chapter 3, and that's all for what we have until this day. Have a nice day, and we will see each other again in the next session.